Warning: the following content may not be suited for younger or sensitive audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Anyway, I told you guys I was going to get Silver to 15. It's 18 now. Anyway, so
Ethan joins.
Damn
it.
You know what? I'm gonna start a thing that every other DM does, but me. Who would like to recap?
Who remembers what we did?
Who remembers what we did?
I did.
Well, I already
Alright.
have DM information, so...
Yeah,
I
me too.
remember what we did. I just don't remember how it ended. Like, I remember the combat and everything, and then we set off.
I remember how it...
We
But I
left
don't-
with everyone with just roleplay.
Yeah, and then is that just where it ended? Did anything else happen? Because I think it was just combat the entire session.
It was combat, then you guys actually talked.
These-
How
What
did
did I
I
say?
Silver?
Oh my
Literally
God.
what I said. Every time
Speak
we
of the
start a
devil.
recap,
Literally.
he joins, because he has perfect fucking timing. Anyway.
Unlike Cameron.
I already
Cameron
made
also made that
Silver.
joke.
Because they know their worth. Anyway.
Exactly, which is nothing, not even a
But,
copper piece. Anyways.
Bro.
I remember after the combat technically was when we all were traveling, and that's when we ran to the big creature thingy. I don't remember what it was called. That thing.
Then we got robbed.
Then you
We
got
got
robbed.
mugged. Yeah,
I was
we got mugged.
referring. When combat, I meant the big creature where we were getting robbed.
Yeah.
Because we had
Oh.
combat before that. That's what I meant by combat. That
Yeah,
was the combat.
Oh yeah, it was technically combat.
And Zil was just looking at this dragon like, oh my god, I want to keep you. While I was like pinning her to the ground, and everyone's like, okay, whatever.
But anyway. And then,
And then
you
we
guys
got in the car and
got...
left, so.
Yes, so, and you all guys also got information from one of the people, and you guys got access to a contact.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
Um,
arcane Corky.
that wasn't Arcane. You guys got
Uh,
access to another contact.
Never mind.
Then
I forgot.
I think... I know you guys got access to a contact, but I don't remember who gave you access to it.
It was, it was Rio.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say.
The changeling, I should say.
Yeah.
The changeling and his lizard folk boyfriend.
So... You guys have been on the road for a little bit now. You guys are currently outside of Elysium, which was the place you were heading for Arcane. During this time of traveling, Riley got ate by a hole, and you guys now have Bluma. Bluma is back.
Wait, when did that happen? We didn't do the change.
Yeah, we did do the change.
We did it last session.
Yeah.
Like,
You guys
I
did it
don't
in
remember.
You guys did it in Cameron's campaign. I am time skipping. I'm time skipping to save time with that. So
Oh.
it did happen. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that's okay. Then that makes sense because I was like
Yep.
referring to last session, not the time skip. Okay, that makes sense.
Sorry for the confusion. But as you guys kind of approach this town, you see why it is called Elysium, of all things. As a good chunk of the city is in the sky.
Oh.
Wait, can you define what Riz is besides Riz, like the meme that's going on nowadays?
It's like
Is it like Riz as in like risen up? Is that the kind of Riz it is?
Riz is like supposedly like how much a bitch energy you get, like how many bitches you get.
Okay, that's what I thought you were going with.
Riz is short for charisma. You guys do know that, right?
No.
No.
Riz is short for charisma. That is what like the joke Riz comes from. Yeah, it's about like bitches, but Riz comes from the word charisma.
I did not know this.
So there
I
is
did
Riz
not know
in
that.
D&D. So, just saying.
Oh my god. Stop making
Anyway.
me smile. My teeth hurt.
Anyway, Elysium, it has the base city, And then there are multiple floating structures in the sky. It seems these islands have were literally pulled out of the ground, and there's something underneath them. Like there's some type of plant-looking thing underneath them that's causing them to float.
Would that be a nature check for Auric?
Sure. Nature Arcana.
Man, I wonder what I'm gonna use.
Use these nuts in your mouth.
With
I'm
plant
so sorry.
identification book, would that be advantage?
Sure.
Quick question though.
No! My mouse! Fuck! Sorry. Ask your question.
Like, so where are we right now? Because I'm trying.
Go ahead, Max.
You
sorry.
guys are currently in the country of Soule, in the city of Rizium.
Which you can find in the map chat.
In the map chat, is it right next to the name of Saul, like on the map? Because I am having a hard time reading right now.
Sorry.
Oh, it's underneath the capital city.
Yeah.
I think that's the capital.
Oh, yep, I see it. Underneath the one that starts with S.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Sorry, Max.
Nope, you're good. Anyway,
Better to ask than be confused.
so 23. Sorry, I forgot Ulrich's name there for a second.
What did you call him?
I didn't call him anything. I forgot his name.
Oh, well, fair enough. It's been 2 weeks.
Unfortunate, really.
So, Ulrich, you recognize these. Simply, you recognize them. If I can remember the name, because I have a list of plants that I wanted to be important, but I don't have it with me at the moment. But you recognize it as a type of fungus. Specifically, this type of mushroom causes what is under, like, what it is under to float. Which causes problems because it grows underground in caves. So when enough of it when enough of it congregates, it just takes the piece of land with it.
Okay, that's awesome though. Or
Yeah.
wants a piece of that eventually. But yeah, all right, thank you.
Mhm.
If anyone is curious about it and their characters are open about it, Orc will tell them what it is.
Max, I do have a question.
Yes.
So, given the quote-unquote mission that Astral is on, would he know that there could be someone here that could help with his cause?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to be sure, because if there's not, he's not going to worry about it, but since there is, we'll wait till
I
we get
mean,
into the city.
you guys are in which cause? DM me.
Oh.
Because of these nuts in your mouth,
Oh.
I am so sorry.
No, you're not.
Ooh, a character that has more than one personality trait.
Also,
goal in
Max.
life? Ooh, spooky.
Yes.
So I forgot to mention it in my session, but can we say that Bluma has that book to contact the other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
If you know what book I'm talking about,
Mhm.
right? All
Yeah,
right.
I am.
For player and viewer things, by the way, I recently had surgery on my mouth, so I will not be doing Xenosois as I tried earlier and it nearly ruptured one of my clots. So
Oh shit.
yeah.
Wisdom teeth
Yeah.
removal.
You good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
fine.
fine.
I was just trying to practice it earlier and it nearly ruptured one of my clots.
Bro, don't do that.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
I'm just gonna do it to
Yeah.
you boys.
Anyway.
Take it easy. Yeah, just don't do any, my guy.
Anyway, go. Sorry.
No, you're good. So, Astral, you would know that there are people that can help you. One, the person you're meeting, and two, Rizium has its own group of leaders that you can talk to.
Okay. No, I do have a question.
Yes.
Does Astral know that this city is at all at odds with the vampire city, like the vampire country? Nightfall, I think it is. Because
So
if they do, he's going to take off like the little badge he got from the queen and just put it away, so he doesn't attract attention that way.
Rizium is actually. Astral would have learned this over his 10 years in Atuan, but he would learn that Rizium is the most peaceful city in this world.
I swear to God, if we walk in there and they're racist assholes, just kidding.
Like,
Don't worry, Bluma has
They
you
really
covered.
do have
Bluma has
Riz. I'm sorry.
it's
Rizal.
not really known for lack of conflict, because even with peaceful times, there are slight conflicts.
I mean,
But
look
it
at-
is known to be very tranquil, and
true. I mean, like look at the ponies. They're known to be peaceful, but look where they came from.
yeah.
Okay, so we're going here to meet Arcane, right? And some other was the contact we got named? Do we have a name or just...
No, you were just
Okay.
given a location, which is
Okay.
not in Rizium.
Oh, okay. So
Don't quote me on that.
I don't think Astro
Because-
knows anything about Arcane, so we're gonna move on. You can go ahead.
So actually, I was gonna tell you. You do know.
Okay.
Astro would know that Arcane has ties with the Itril Rebellion.
Oh, okay.
No. I gotta look at the rebellion's name because I have not uttered the rebellion's name in a very long time. Where is my list?
Are you gonna start singing "Dirt Poor Robins" again?
No.
Okay, but that was such a pog moment.
No. Novus Solum.
Novus Solum?
Mhm.
Is that the other person she was with, or
No. The other
Okay.
person, the two leaders of the rebellion are Arcane and the person known as Jester.
Oh, right. And Novus Solum was the name of the rebellion.
Yes.
Okay. Did that mean anything?
It is the name of a holiday that is actually kind of fairly similar to Christmas or like New Year's combined.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's more of just kind of a celebration of the people and peace and spreading
I mean, if you want to spread peace and happiness,
Community.
Christmas is the fucking way to do it.
spreading community and strengthening the community.
Okay, so do we know where we're meeting Arcane, or just somewhere in the city?
Somewhere in the city.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's a
All
working.
All right, we can move on.
I would like
to run into Marvel.
do something with
Not
Kynareth.
Marvel. God.
What's
Okay,
Kirsten.
Never mind.
Kirsten,
What?
thank you. Miss was talking.
No worries. I think it was around like we talked at the same time. But I was just gonna say that Bluma is going to be next to Kenna, and you can at least see the change in demeanor that she is at the current moment. She has not spoken about what actually happened in the other dimension, though she, in a more timid voice than she normally goes, she just tells them about the bags of holding that she bought at the area, so to avoid shoving her inside of his study.
He's going to also ask her. So, what did happen over there?
She's
You
not
see-
sweating profusely.
Bro.
Just give him 1,000-yard stare. It's like it's like helicopter.
Okay.
You
Fucking
Luma.
video account flashbacks.
Bluma, what did you do? What did you?
I think.
No, don't fucking bullshit me on this. You did something.
Haven't you? Not next
Hey,
to
you
everybody, okay?
You did something you regret, didn't you?
No. No, did not.
Listen, I may be a fucking dumbass, but it doesn't take a genius to hear through your lie.
Okay, can we step aside, please?
We're talking about
this.
this. We're talking about this later.
I mean, don't want to put me in your hoodie, okay? I got 2 bags of hoodie now, like as pockets at this moment. So,
Okay.
I don't want that.
Then just get in the hoodie. We're talking about this later.
No.
Our character, I just loved that. Just let's no one knows. No one knows.
And so, Max, as we're approaching the city, are there like guards outside, or is it mostly just kind of like a
No,
come in when you want to type of city?
it's more of a come in when you want to. As you guys approach the city, you see that the walls themselves are kind of like are very dilapidated. They're overrun with what seems to be different types of like vine flowers and like berries, and there seems to be like you guys can see where the wall has gone down completely and someone replaced it with a community garden.
City of hippies. Oh my god.
Pretty much. But
so when we get into the city, can Astral just roll like a general perception check to see if he sees any inns that would be good for them to stay in once they
sure.
get into the city?
Yeah.
Okay. First roll of the
Oh.
It's been 2 weeks, first roll, yay.
First roll of the year. First roll of the year.
Wait, no, I rolled.
You guys
Get out.
missing
Oh
the
wait,
forest?
Levi got
I rolled already.
I
I
forgot
rolled it.
about that. I forgot
know.
about that.
Y'all overlooking Oric.
Man,
Yep.
Well,
Not
you're not
fair.
doing his
I
voice,
mean,
so I
he
didn't
is pretty
recognize
short.
Bro.
he's still
him.
taller than
Sorry.
Eli.
Well,
Okay.
That's where I leave.
There we go. That's
Good.
a dirty 20.
so you see a couple. You see you see a tavern called
Moon.
Moonlit Nights. You see another tavern called the Iron Bull, as well as you see a third tavern simply called Junk Food. Specifically, it's called Rat's Junk Food.
Astral just
That
says.
does not sound like a fun.
Astral just says, I do not know about the rest of you, but I am somehow drawn to that's junk food. Does anybody want to go there?
Oric is
That's a-
already walking over there, and he's dragging Zenith.
Very
Question.
well. Let us drop off all things, and we can go find this arcane.
Now, question. Is there stables nearby?
Yes. So, yes, there is actually a corral, with other horses near the taverns.
All right. So, Nihilus is going to take Calypso in the car over there, and he's just going to say, "Now you can make friends. Congratulations."
You put her in, and all of the horses crowd to the other corner.
They know. Nihilus just says, "Oh, well, have fun, I guess. I don't know. You can take care of yourself."
I just want to say something. You know what this reminds me of? Remember Leo and Stitch, where Stitch finally first wakes up in the dog canal? Yeah, how all the
Yes.
dogs are avoiding him. That's literally what I'm thinking right now.
Yes, that's exactly the vibe.
So when we get closer to this tavern, do I'm just gonna ask this just so we can see if she's around. Do we see any people of interest? Because were we given a physical description of Arcane?
Yes. You were
Okay.
given a picture.
Do we see anybody looking like that in this immediate vicinity?
Yes. You see a woman, she's at the bar. She seems to be drinking, not heavily, but she seems to be drinking.
Wait, is this like an outside bar or is this in the junk food tavern?
This is like in the junk food tavern.
Oh hell yeah, she has good taste. Okay. So as
Well,
soon as
also the junk food tavern was the only one that had a bar. That's why it's called Rat's Junk Food.
Oh, fair enough. So when we go inside, Astral is going to point out Arcane to the rest of the group, and he's gonna ask them, like, so shall we drop off our things first and then speak to her, or speak to her now? I don't believe we have very many belongings that we don't immediately have on our person.
I mean, whichever. I usually carry everything in my clothes, so I practically have nothing to drop off. So,
Anybody else?
I'm asking this out of character. So, Arcane is the contact. I'm just kind of thinking out loud as well, but like Arcane is the contact that we got from the shooter who is a friend of Zill's. Should we out
Abel,
of character?
yes.
Yeah, Abel. I forgot his name for a second. But should we have just one person talk to her so she's not like overwhelmed?
It's probably Zill. If anyone was to
Because I was gonna say
privately go up to her.
technically, yeah. Because I was gonna say technically this would
Or
be contact because she
Soaps.
forgot it through her friend Abel.
you know,
Or Soaps, because Soaps already knows
Yeah,
her, but Soaps
or
can't talk
Soaps.
right now. So
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Isaac
he
is
said-
literally begging and
Oh,
no
yeah.
mic.
talk to
he says,
You want to talk to Arcane, buddy?
You
when I talk
Max,
to her,
let him have his handlebars back. Let him have his handlebars back. Come on.
Okay.
Hold on,
if
I'm
he can
screenshotting
speak,
this.
I will.
please, please.
I'm screenshotting this
If-
so it can show up in the video.
He can speak for Arcane as Soaps because Soaps knows her. So I was gonna say either he can do it or have Zill and Soaps go together because one Soaps knows her and then it's kind of Zill's contact, so have her also be there. But yeah, if he wants to talk to Arcane, I'm completely fine with that. If he can get to a spot. Okay.
Yeah, if we need to, we can take a. I'm not asking for like a 5-minute break, but if we
Yeah.
need to,
Yeah, we can do that. We can take a 5-minute break. I can cut this out.
Yeah.
all right.
We can take a little
Alright,
break
Isaac,
until
take
Isaac
your
comes
time,
back.
take
This
your
is
time,
pause.
take
No
your
one
small
do
break.
no one do any D&D stuff while we wait.
Okay.
Physics.
Okay, so yes, Soaps, as you enter this bar, you guys see Arcane in the corner.
Go. So the two that are going up would be Sopez and Zill, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Before any type of story thing happens, I just want to have Luma instantly go to the bar and ask for the strongest fucking possible.
She is given a shot of dragon's breath.
Oh God, not
What?
again.
Oh God.
Oh
5.
God.
I need 5.
5.
Luma, you remember what happened
for the
last
bottle?
time?
How much for the
Something-
bottle?
Something has
Um,
happened before.
So, the person at the bar, they look at Bloom and they're like, well, the bottle's about. It's a small bottle, so it's about 500 gold, give or take.
How much does a shot cost?
5 gold.
Give me 5 shots.
Okay. And,
Dear God.
so you are given 5 shots and 25
Do I have to
gold.
roll?
to you.
If anybody's watching, unlike the first time they met her, where she just have fun downing them all, this is more like a desperate situation where like she does a failed attempt to gather the stuff, the shots together, and attempts to kind of down them all at once until she kind of barely does like an inch and realizes her size, and then she starts like still keeping them together. She instead of treating them normally, how you were shot, she shoves her head inside the shots, like trying to drown in the fire breath as she
Nihilus is
drinks
just
them
what?
all.
Nihilus is just
Do you
watching
just wanna fail the Constitution saving throw?
No, I want to roll. I just want
You
to
wanna
test my
roll?
luck. I want
Okay.
roll, Percy. Do it, bitch.
I want to see how RNGesus Jesus will love to uh, decide this. Is it?
By the way,
Yeah, it's
sorry.
saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Constitution, I think.
Con saving throw.
I just want to say, whenever possible, Nihilus is gonna talk with her because this is just concerning to him.
Yeah, I was like, this is like outside of the norm for her.
After the first 2 shots, she just breaks down crying, and she's like taking the other shots.
But the thing is, like, she left on good terms on the other side, but the events of the whole situation are still fresh.
Up top silver, by the
That
way.
was almost a net 20.
Oh, nice. Bluma, you're a little bit tipsy, but you aren't drunk. Like, you're borderline.
She smashes she basically throws the shots to the side. She kind of does a sweeping motion, like, why can't I forget?
Nihilus is just gonna pat her on the head. It's like, okay, we can talk about it later. We can talk about it later. Just yeah.
And Astral says, fuck, I forget. Oh, Nihilus. Nihilus, perhaps you should take her upstairs once you get a room. She's kind of drawing attention.
Yeah. Okay, Blue. Let's just get a room and we're gonna talk about your feelings. I guess I don't fucking know.
She grabs onto to the counter, not wanting to be pulled away.
So basically, Astro was going to cast Misty Step on her and teleport her to Nihilus.
So, before that happens, the bartender just kind of like looks at her and slides her the bottle of Dragon's Breath and just says, like he says very quietly, it just says, "It's on the house."
Okay.
Never mind.
In that case, as soon as that happens, she starts downing like the entire bottle the best she can, despite her small size. So the moment Astro Mrs. steps her to Nihilus, she's like, she has the bottle on the bottom of the deal.
Nihilus softly mutters, "It's been only 1 week. What the fuck?"
And, Astral is just going to slide some gold over to the bartender for a room and just say, "Just go upstairs. Just go. Just go."
Yeah. And Nihilus is good with Bluma.
Okay.
Anyway,
Now soaps. Go.
Sorry for.
No, you're
you're
good.
good. You're good.
That was great.
Yeah, that was funny. That was great.
That was fun. So as that entire thing happens, Sopez is just he looks really confused, like he doesn't know what's going on with Bluma, so he just doesn't do anything. And then he does Arcane still look like the same compared to what she did 10 years ago?
No, she does look aged.
Yeah.
She
Like a fine wine.
her hair is shorter. And so she seems tired in a sense, but other than a couple new scars, it's mostly the same Arcane you knew. The one noticeable thing that is still there is she still has a right on like the right, not below her ear, but a little off to the side of her ear, near like the base of her scalp. There is a very long braid that comes down. That is the one thing that has not changed.
Ah, okay.
She's a Viking
So, I
braid.
mean, yeah, Sopas would. He assumed that like Arcane would kind of recognize him, so he wouldn't walk up like super cautiously, but he'd try to like get her attention before he walks over.
And Soaps, as you approach and you get her attention, Arcane looks at you, she smiles, she says, Sopes, it's been a bit.
Oh, the
I would-
accent.
It-
Say
oh, go ahead.
is walking next to him, slightly behind. She is like walking up with him.
And like
Yeah.
she turns to you, Zil, and she points to you and says, Zil, correct?
She nods and she goes, "Yes, you must be Arcane."
I am. But she
There you go.
turns to you guys, she turns back to face both of you and she says, So what brings you here? I know this is not exactly your guys' area.
Out of character. I'm just double checking because it's been a few weeks. So she is our contact from Abel because she should have information on where to find Corsandus, yes?
Yes.
Okay, thank you
Been
for
a few
asking.
weeks.
I didn't want to be the one to ask.
It's been a few weeks.
It's been a bit.
But yeah. She, Zil will look at Arcane. And she's just gonna go, yes, Abel gave us your contact because you might be able to help us find Corsandus.
So I can't help with that. And she kind of like moves away from the bar and goes over to a table. And she spreads out a small map. It is just a simple map of us all. But she points to a outpost that is a little bit outside of, not a little bit, is a bit outside of Copendius. But she says, he's hiding here. It was renovated by the Storm Order a bit ago. It appears their original place to house what they're housing there was destroyed after something broke out. Or a riot took place. I'm not entirely sure.
Sounds about right.
Is there anything we can expect there?
Everything.
Everything?
This is what I know. This outpost became Corsandus' new hub for experiments.
Well, that's not good.
It's not.
No.
So,
Whoa.
can Astral hear the conversation?
I mean, kind of. You'd have to get a little bit closer, but
Okay. Once he hears the word experiments, he's going to get a little bit closer and just ask him, do you mind if I ask what kind of experiments, or do you not know?
Arcane kind of like looks between Soap and Zil to ask if like he was with them.
Yes, he is with us.
She would she would nod.
And Arcane Arcane says, these experiments, from what I've seen, they range from everything. Most of it though is soldiers.
I see.
That's where they
wait,
moved
is
it.
this what you told me about, Max? Oh no.
Maybe.
Oh
Can
god.
Zenith and Auric hear this conversation, by the way?
Again, if you are close, probably, yeah.
Zenith
can you guys hear
looks a little
Tilly?
off.
What's that, Isaac?
Can you guys hear Tilly? She's currently barking.
No.
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 I wanted to know if my mic would pick her up.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Eli.
I just like to imagine half the party slightly inching closer.
Well,
And there's
Hey guys, let's not
Y'all-
overwhelm her. Just
Y'all
slowly
literally
getting closer.
defeating the point of there only being one or two people talking to her.
meanwhile Nihilus and
Arcane-
Bulma upstairs. Sorry.
Arcane, she's oh so, no, that's my bad. She like straightens up and she's like, okay, who the fuck is all with you? Cause just get them over here.
Two of them are currently unavailable, but for now it's me, Zill, Astral. Then he'll point. Sophus would point to Zenith and Auric and say, "Those two. That's everyone, right? I'm not forgetting it. Am I?
Creed.
Literally forgot the
Creed.
fucking kid you're
Where's
babysitting.
Creed? We don't talk about that. Where's Creed?
That's a great question because I don't know. But
Cree is currently just attached to Sophus's back.
no, he probably stayed outside the tavern. Not gonna lie, if he saw that it was crowded
There's
inside,
also-
It wasn't very
Yeah.
crowded.
it
I would say
wasn't.
there's
Then
also
he'd probably be in a
Odysseus,
corner by himself.
But
Odysseus is
player
not here right now.
currently isn't here, so
Yeah.
we're just saying he's in his room.
Exactly.
He's in his room.
He's in his room.
Cree,
Yeah,
honestly,
essentially.
he would honestly be in a corner, kind of like sitting down, like very awkwardly. Like there, if it's like a booth table, I'd assume like he'd be in the very back of it, like slouched down. Like he's so slouched, but considering how tall he is, everyone can still perfectly see him.
By the way, Sophus would have gave him his coloring book.
He's sitting there coloring,
Good.
just trying to hide.
I remember you wanted to say something, Levi.
Yeah, after Zenith and Auric are pointed at and kind of told to come over, Auric kind of jumps onto Zenith's back, and Zenith just gives him a piggyback right over. What is this about? I don't know why you're pointing at me.
Just, I can't do names today. Arcane wanted to know who was all with us.
Considering that this is, a party, it is fairly important information.
We'll catch the other two up later, though.
And Astral says, well, it is not the first time someone has tried to genetically engineer soldiers, and it almost never ends well. So,
Zenith just kind of raises his hand.
yes, Zenith?
I
And,
can
like,
attune.
Arcane looks to him and like looks him up and down and says, "I've heard about you, Riot Starter."
Did she call him Riot Starter?
Yes.
So, funny reaction time. Everyone actually is going to see Zenith a little angry. Zenith kind of like his teeth kind of curl up, or like his lips kind of curl up, and he kind of gets into a growl. Do not call me Riot Starter. That is not me.
And she looks at him and says, "You escaped, did you not?"
Oh, you're talking. Yes, I did escape. You were talking about that. Apologies. And he kind of steps down into a sort of more passive stance.
She kind of like brushes it off. Traumatic past, she gets it. But she kind of as you guys come over, she starts to point out like where the ins and outs of the space are, specific trade routes that are important, and where there are more people staked out, and where they would get caught if they went.
Okay. And Astral, he says, so what sort of defenses would we be looking at? Would it a stealthy approach be more suggested, or more just like a break down the front doors and just kill everything we see?
I can break down the front doors and kill everything I see, and you guys can stealth in.
No.
I don't recommend it considering it's Corsandus.
Considering Corsandus and his generals are there, that is not the best idea.
Well then, why not wait until they leave? Because if there's we need a chance to get Corsandus alone, because we're most definitely not going to be able to defeat him when there are hundreds of, if not thousands of soldiers around.
Do not think
There
we have
are-
time to wait.
Then we better
But we
start
can't
coming up
just
with a plan.
throw ourselves there anyway.
The
We need
best
to- we need to have
way, the best way for you guys to get in is underground.
And
And Corsandus, for the most part, spends his time alone. It's just that getting in is hard, as his generals are the ones on watch. And some of them are
Ooh.
considered to have their eyes everywhere. Corsandus knows everything that happens, but he will not. As you've seen, he likes to play with his food, per se.
We have seen. So you're saying the best approach is underground. Do
Yes.
they do not have any eyes underground, or they have less eyes underground?
They do not know the cave system that extends under us all.
I see. And I'm assuming you do.
Fairly well. But there is one problem.
Of course there is.
The cave system is extremely dangerous, as Corsandus can navigate it without physically having to be there. But he can only do this if there's a light source.
So we have to navigate the underground in complete darkness.
Either that, or you get to experience... well, it's certainly not pleasant.
Well then,
I mean,
I
dark
hope
vision
all of
isn't
you-
evil.
but I hope all of you can see in the dark, because this is not going to be fun.
Player. I think all of us players have dark vision.
I don't think Bluma has dark
Bluma does not have dark vision.
Bluma can be carried.
vision.
Bluma can
Yeah.
be carried. Oric has devil sight. He can see in all darkness.
I like how.
Um,
I just want to say out of character. I like how Astral is like complete darkness, and then here's Zill just like, ooh, darkness sounds like home. Sounds like home.
I think Devil Sight only allows you to see in magical darkness.
It's magical darkness and regular dark.
It
Yeah.
is? Okay.
120 feet magical and regular darkness.
I did not know that.
Mhm.
Thank
It's
you
basically
for
just
correcting me.
upgraded dark vision.
Yeah, it's better dark
nice.
vision.
Nice.
It would be weird if it can only see through magical darkness.
Yeah.
That would be
That
weird.
would be weird.
This is advanced darkness.
This is advanced darkness.
No,
Darkness
no,
plus.
don't pull my advanced commoners on me, Silver. I heard you. I heard that tone in your voice.
It's
Um,
darkness, but you pay a premium subscription.
Yeah, it's darkness plus.
$25 a year.
Oh, you gotta
but-
pull a YouTube. It has to be like $69, $70 a month.
So Astral, he's going to say, so would you be our guide, or are you just going to give us some sort of map?
I can give you a map to get there, and I can offer you a guide, but it won't be me. I have
see.
other things to attend to.
Of course.
A sob. This is out of character, by the way. I wanted to adventure with Arcane again.
Very well.
You
So
wanted to grab
who's-
the handlebars.
Stop it. Stop it. So Astral says, so who is this person you are going to have guide us?
Well, they're not exactly a person per se.
I swear to God, if they are undead, I am walking right out that door. We have dealt
They're
with
not-
too much
they're-
fucking undead.
They're not undead. They're just. They know the cave systems better than anyone ever would.
I'm guessing they live there.
Yes, and no. They were born there.
Hmm. So how do we find them?
Well, when I lead you to the when I bring you to the entrance of the cave, they will be there.
It's literally Flesh. Oh my god.
Flesh is busy.
He is busy.
He's
But anyway,
busy.
so Astral's just going to say, well, do we? He's going to turn to basically Zeal and Soaps and Zenith and Oric and say, so do we have anything else we need to do in the town before we head down? Because this could be the last time we can do something.
I would recommend that
We could take the
we
day and
won't.
come back
We
tomorrow.
we won't be leaving for. You guys have 2 days.
Oh,
We need to wait. We need to wait for a clearing. At least one of the generals needs to be gone.
Fair enough.
Her name is Alia. And she is a bitch. But that is beside the point. She
I just knew you were going to do something with her, Max.
she is considered the other one to have eyes everywhere. But she does not have the limitation of darkness that Corsandus does.
So she can travel in darkness, and he can travel in light.
And he can, and reflections, and
So
through solid, not so completely solid surfaces, but anything water can get through, she can get through.
So there is a very good chance we will run into her down there.
If you were to go now. That's why we're waiting a couple days.
I see. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask, are there any other generals that are noteworthy? Any tricks they might have?
There are a couple, but if you play it safe, you should not run into them.
Fair enough.
Can't believe Alia's a bitch here.
You can't? She's a bitch there. What do you mean?
I mean, she's a bitch there, too. I'm not that.
It's not just there or
Okay,
here,
but
it's
she's
everywhere.
Sweet to me.
I mean,
she's sweet to me, her brother.
You're Cronin.
Exactly.
It's hard
You're
not
right,
to be
back-
sweet to Cronin.
Back
Anyway,
on
yeah.
track, guys.
Anyway, so Astra's just gonna say, so does anybody have any things they want to do in the town before we head down? Because I'm pretty sure we can do something. Maybe pick up some potions. I know maybe Sopej, you maybe need to pick up some more of your thing. I'm not going to say it. You know what I mean.
What is it? Yes, I know.
So do we need to do any of that?
Well,
mean,
oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was mumbling to myself. I
You
apologize.
first. Oh, no, you're fine. I was also mumbling to myself.
Yeah, I have lots of vials. I might
Okay, I
grab
wasn't
more.
sure if you did.
I'll probably grab more.
All right.
Oh.
So Astral, but before they leave, Astral's going to go up to Nihilus, and we're not going to leave right now. We're going to continue the conversations, but he's going to go to Nihilus and ask if he needs to get anything, and he would pick it up for him
Nihilus
before they leave anyway.
trying to calm down Bluma, and he probably would have answered like he doesn't need anything. So
Okay, fair enough. So Astral's going to ask Arcane, so do you have any recommendations to help us down there?
Well, get the potions. Health potions specifically, and don't die.
gee,
Wow.
wonderful advice.
Sounds like
That
everywhere
shouldn't
else
be
in
a
this world.
problem.
Ash was gonna say, is there a magic shop in town?
Yes, there is. There's
If we're going to be
quite
traveling,
a couple magic shops in town, so.
if we're going to be traveling through darkness, I might as well pick up some shadow spells. So, let us be off. Is everybody gonna do their own thing? Or we're just gonna go person by person, or are we all gonna go together?
I would say probably separation, because Soule has something she needs to do in private, because she's working on something, but, like, I would say whatever people are doing.
Okay.
Just, like, it depends person to person, because I'm sure there are going to be some small
Yeah.
groups, but yeah.
My
Asher's
entire thing is. Oh, go ahead then.
just gonna go to a magic shop, maybe pick up an item and some spells. That's all he's doing.
Do you want to roleplay it out, or just?
Yeah. If I was gonna let someone else go first, but if no one else wants to go first, I will.
So we're very what's the word? I'll go first group if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll volunteer. Okay. So, did Arcane recommend one magic shop in particular, or just any one of them?
Yeah, she recommended a magic shop called the Flying Goose.
I'm guessing it's one of the floating platforms. Given the name.
Ironically, no. It's
Oh.
it's actually in the basement of another building. It looks like it used to be a speakeasy.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
I mean, if Astro ever needed to pick up some wine, you can go there. All right. So, does this place look to be very hush hush? Like it's just like only a select few people know about this place?
No.
Okay, just making
No.
sure, because if it's like black market shit, I'm in.
No, it actually seems to be more of like there is quite literally looks to be what in a modern day sense would be a giant neon sign pointing to it, but there seems to be a very big sign announcing its presence.
So Astral is going to make his way inside the Flying Goose. I'm stuck in his accent. God damn it. So once he gets inside, I'm guessing there's someone attending the place, or can he see anybody?
Yes, actually. So once you walk inside, you see what looks to be an albino kinku talking to a little white dove. Neither of them are geese.
That's fucking adorable.
I love that so much.
Oh my.
So Astral is just like, hello there.
Well, howdy! How can I help you today?
Fucking
God.
shit, that was loud.
That was
Ow.
very-
I'm so
Oh my
sorry.
god, you're fine.
I was
You-
caught off guard. Holy.
You're good. It just caught me off guard. We're good.
$20 is the accent's when it gets tough.
I turned you down a bit. Okay, we're good. So Astral's just like, hello there. I was wondering if you could help me out with something.
I can certainly help you.
And please don't, I don't know if it's illegal in this part of the world. Do you have access to shadow magic?
I believe I do have access to shadow magic. It just might be a little bit difficult to get to. You see here, it's in this book.
I swear to
Should we
fucking
be
god,
left
if this is the
on-
book of Hermaeus Moromax, I'm going to be pissed.
No.
Second character for me to get that stupid book.
I want the book.
I would like the
No,
book.
this book is very ornate. It seems to have, it's very ornately decorated. You can see some gears turning on it. You can see the fact it's locked. And Astral, do you approach this Kenku holding the book?
Yes, he wants to get a closer look at the book. He would.
You see this book opens an eye to look at you.
And that's just like, not the weirdest thing I've ever seen, but definitely top 10.
If I do sell this to you, you will have to feed it.
We did what?
Well,
If you say
The-
souls, I'm walking out that door.
the dove has fed it fingers before, but it doesn't seem to particularly like that. So, I don't really know what it eats.
Does it eat meat?
Watch it be a vegetarian.
Not
Well,
particularly.
yeah,
that I've
Astral is a
seen.
vegetarian. Oh, you
I
said
think
watch it
it's-
be a vegetarian. Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
I think it might be considered a cannibal.
Oh,
When I
It
put
eats
it
other
away,
It eats other books?
yes, it seems to eat my other books.
Well, I have plenty of books on me. I guess I could feed it for a while.
It is picky.
If it eats any of my books, I swear to
Can it
God.
speak?
The Kenku shrugs.
Okay, Max, can Astrocast identify on this book?
Sure.
He's going to do so.
Its name is Greg.
oh my god. If Astral doesn't take this book, I am. No offense, Max, I am.
You know what?
Mac. You're just
This is the second character I've had that's had a book that is evil. So, like, Astral is like, well, not evil, but like questionable morals.
Misunderstood.
Questionable morals.
I swear, I was expecting
So,
a long ass
as-
name, but no, it's
Astral
correct.
is going to say, well, how much do you want for it?
5.
5?
Guild. Or copper. Copper is no longer her existence. I will take copper. Copper shiny.
You want 5 copper?
Copper shiny.
Copper's no longer in existence.
And Astral is like, well, copper pieces. Like, do we still have copper pieces?
They're very rare.
Does Astral have copper pieces?
Roll
wait.
roll a D100.
Wait a minute, I have an idea.
Oh.
Where was it? I knew I had that spell. I knew I had that spell for a reason. What the fuck was it called? It was like stone to metal or something like that. He could transmute gold into a different thing. I know he had that spell for a fucking reason. I can't remember what the fuck it's called. 1 second.
Max, you're making me smile and I'm starting to hurt again. Thank you.
Bro.
Well, that's your fault for smiling. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
Book eats one of my books. Astral, this book is going into fire.
It's picky. You don't even know what type of books it eats.
No, I'm imagining that it eats the books and then it gains the book's knowledge.
Listen, the thing is,
Keep
Max,
it-
I have
Keep it away from Oric's special books, because he has a lot of one-of-a-kind books.
Orc has a bunch of one-of-a-kind
That's
books.
why I'm saying keep it away from Oric's books.
That's why I specifically said it's picky.
Oh.
Shit. Okay, I know Astral has this spell, so he's just going to take about, he said he wanted 5 gold pieces?
Either 5 gold pieces or 5 copper.
Oh, yeah, I meant 5 copper pieces. He's going to, basically what he's going to do is he's going to put 5 gold pieces on the counter. His horn is going to light up and they're slowly going to morph into copper pieces. Do I need to roll an Arcana check or just
Nope,
good?
you could. So basically, the second they turn into copper pieces, Greg is basically thrown at you as this Kenku like lunges for the copper pieces.
He catches Greg in like his magical aura, and he's like, "I just know I'm going to regret this."
And this book looks at you, and you hear a whisper. You hear the tiniest whisper in your ear. My name is Bartholomew.
Yes!
And I was just like, "Why does he call you Greg?"
The dove mistranslated.
Oh, fair enough.
That's hilarious.
Do you prefer being on the outside or the inside? Because I have like a little book holster here you can just sit on.
You have picture books?
Oh.
Well, yes, I. Backstory reveal here. He says, yes, I do have a daughter, so I have quite a few of them because she loves those things.
Can I eat one?
Help yourself. And like, well, as we're just going to he likes children's picture books. He's going to levitate like your world's version of like Hat in the Hat, like out of his fucking bag, and he's just going to like kind of like put it next to Greg to let him eat the book. He doesn't even know how to eat books.
As this happened, the lock the lock undoes itself, and it's kind of like, you know, the noise that the comical noise that happens when someone unsheaths very large teeth.
Like a shink, like a shink
Yeah.
sound.
That's exactly what happens as this book grows like 5-inch long teeth and becomes a fucking paper shredder at
And
this
then
book,
he's-
at the
he's going
children's
to-
book.
He's going to put the book inside the teeth and just watch him go.
He fucking goes. It's gone in like a millisecond.
And Ash was going to say, so. Oh, go ahead, Mist.
This is more like not a question, but just a general thought. Going with how much it is, and especially the fact that it wants to eat children's books, I'm pretty sure it's nothing special other than just a weird. It gives you just twisted versions of the book it eats. So instead of like Cat in the Hat, it's like Cat in the Paper Shredder.
Oh,
Bat
just
in the
wait.
Hat,
You'll see. You'll see.
Cat in the Hat, Bat in the
You'll see what
Hat.
this fucker does. But after he eats this book, the teeth retract and the lock goes back, and he just closes his eye and he seems to be sleeping-ish. Not really. It's really hard to tell what he's doing.
Shit.
And Ash was like, very well. So does Ashwell need to attune to this book or no?
Honestly, you just need to have him in your bag and feed him.
Okay, he's going to like put it, like he's gonna put it in the bag, and then he's gonna look back over to fucking, I forgot his name already. What was the shopkeeper's name? Did he give me
The
his name?
Kenku he did not give you his name.
I'm gonna look back to the Kenku and just say
He's gone.
Fucking.
He's gone, and you can hear slight like clacking, like a beak kind of chittering down on metal.
Excuse me, I wanted to get at least one more thing before I go.
And he shoots up, and he's like, "Sorry about that." And he still has like a copper piece in the corner of his beak.
You're fine. So, do you? This is hard to word. Do you have something that could push someone's mental limitations past their limitations?
I'm not going to make the joke.
He's basically do you know what he's asking for?
Yes, I know what he's asking for. At least somewhat. So he thinks about it for a moment. And like he kind of like starts chewing on the copper piece, kind of like how a person would like. He has it in the corner of his mouth in position, and he's like holding it the way someone would hold a tobacco pipe, as he thinks.
Taking a puff every now and then.
So, as he thinks, you see him slowly sink down. And if you look to the other side of his shop, you see him rise up from a portal on the ground. And he grabs something and then slowly sinks back down into that portal and rises back up behind the counter.
Fucking noob Cybot. Okay, he just Asher just watches, just like with a semi-bemused like look on his face, just like, all right. And once he reappears, he's like, and what do you have there?
The amulet. Amulet.
Was that Max or was that the character?
Amulet of fast knowledge.
I think that's Max. This is like,
both.
Because you started to like go into that voice you do when you misspell something or missay something. But anyway, he's like, okay, how much do you want for that? More copper pieces, I'm assuming?
I will take 50 gold. I have to eat.
Fair enough. That was unfair. That was unfair of me to say that. I'm sorry.
No. I completely understand.
And Ash was just going to hand over 50 gold pieces.
And he takes the gold pieces and he kind of like shoves them in his like, you know how a child kind of like carries a lot of stuff by like folding up their shirt and like pushing the stuff in that.
Yeah.
He does that, but like he folds the shirt over top of the pile and then pulls down, and the pile of stuff is gone. The pile of gold is gone.
Okay.
Making this core.
So, what does this item do?
The amulet of vast knowledge. Do you remember the chain links you gave me? You gave Therial?
Yes.
Yeah.
That? Okay.
It's not as that intense, but it's,
Okay, I'll figure
oh
it out.
god, I think it's like 27? Yeah. You
Okay,
get
that
27
works.
intelligence.
Hell yeah. So after that, we don't have to roleplay this part. He's just gonna ask for any superior health potions if he has any.
He has about 15 to 20. He has 20.
Then Astra will buy 7 of them.
Okay. And I gotta fucking do my math because I don't have it written down right now.
How much are they?
Give me a moment, Silver. I just said I have to do math.
Oh, well, I thought you already. Oh, I was gonna do it for you, but I didn't know. Never mind.
20, 40, 60. You said superior?
Yeah, superior.
$420.
Nice.
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 Okay. So 420 minus 50. Got it. 7 of them. Okay, that's 8d8 plus. No, 84. 84 plus 8, I think. All right. Got the gold. Subtracted it. I'm still kind of loaded because I got a lot of fucking gold that I didn't spend. And he's gonna take the health potions, take everything. I'll put the thing in later, and that's all I want to do, so we can move on to someone else.
Okay. Would anyone else like to do anything?
I would
I
also.
mean-
I'm waiting for other people to go, but
I mean, I would.
Bluma and Kenner will basically take a while, so we're just waiting on you guys.
Yeah, so when you guys are done, I would like to have a conversation with Bluma. So, yeah, you guys go first.
someone go before me because right now I am taking meds.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
Oh,
go ahead
I
then.
have Zill's thing I've been wanting to do. It's just we were in combat, so we weren't able to. So,
Yeah.
is there an area that's like more like tree-ish that Zill could go to? Like,
Everywhere.
Not so much in town.
Yeah, a couple feet away from the tavern, actually, behind the horse corral.
Okay. Okay. So just because like I don't want her to be, she's like wants to be like around, not around people. So she's gonna go like a little bit away, and she's gonna like be kind of behind a tree, and she's gonna like roll up her sleeve and look at this like paw print tattoo that is now on her arm, seemingly like out of nowhere to herself, and she is going to summon this lovely little gift that showed up on her arm from her mom.
So,
And I did DM you that, so
yeah. So, as you summon it, nothing happens. And then you feel a pain on your ankle. And you look down, and this what looks to be a very shadowy wolf pup, like a wolf pup made of shadows, is biting your ankle.
Aww, that's adorable.
Isn't it ironic?
that's the entire point. Zill's just kind of look at it, and then she's just gonna like grab it and like pick it up, and she's gonna like hold it in front of her face and be like, "What are you doing here? Why did Mother send
Do
me you?
you want to name this thing?
Unless you already have a name for it, kind of.
So, I do. I do have a name for it.
Okay,
Listen,
like
I've
if
given
he already
amazing
has a
name.
name.
So, as you pick this up, you see that he has a collar, and he has a little name tag on it.
I swear to God, Max.
And on this name tag it just simply says Eclipse.
She
Neat.
looks at it and she kind of squints and she goes, "Eclipse, huh?" She's just kind of like squinting at the wolf pup as she's like holding it in her hands. And she's just like processing. She's like, "This is a I'm sorry your friend died gift from Mom, aren't you?"
Eclipse just stares at you with his tongue out, like a little blip.
I'm looking for shadow puppies.
He just kind of like sighs and then she's just like, "You know what? Alright." And then she's just gonna go back into town. She just want to be out of town, like...
one line.
Yeah, she's carrying him. It's literally a wolf pup, like, it's very small. She's just kind of carrying him, and she's going back into town. She was just being safe by going out of town, you know. Void creatures and all.
Just in case it's a giant shadow demon or some shit. You can never be too careful.
Yeah. Well, because, like, from Zill's point of view, the tattoo on her arm is a paw print, because it's, like, that's her being able to, like, release and, like, summon it back into her, because it's basically an extension of herself now. But, like, she just randomly felt that right before, like, when we were in the carriage, literally, right before the giant, like, elephant creature thing. Like, literally right before that entire thing was when she felt it appear on her arm. She was like, "I don't have time for this right now."
Fair enough.
So, yeah. That's pretty much all I wanted to do.
Do you take this wolf pup into the tavern?
Yes.
Soaps, are you still in, like, the tavern area?
I mean, yeah, he probably hasn't left yet. He's probably just hanging out with Arcane, if anything.
So, Zil, as soon as you walk in, the wolf pup melts out of your grip and darts for Soaps.
What kind of dart? Wait, hang on. What kind of dart are we talking?
Like, he darts for Soaps and is, like, jumping at his feet. Not for Soaps, like, if you, like, reach down to, like, interact with this pup, Eclipse completely ignores you. Eclipse does not want you.
He wants Binks,
see
doesn't
what-
he?
Yeah.
He wants Binks, doesn't he?
Is that what he wants?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it obvious?
Does this mean Binks is technically a void creature?
I've never really clarified what Binks was.
That's what I'm
never
asking, because we've never
Yeah.
clarified.
You guys assumed that he was a fae, and
Well,
I never.
no,
I
didn't.
was never like.
He was an actual Nim, because that's what he appeared as when he was around the village. But I
Because
mean,
that's what he was around.
Oh my
His-
goodness.
Oh my
fucking
god.
a void creature? Wait.
Yeah.
My
I mean,
family!
Binks is kind of always just on Sopez's shoulder. I mean, if he wanted to hop down, he easily could.
Yeah, they're wrestling on the floor now.
Oh god.
Zill's just walking over to Sopez, like, following him. Like, not in a rush. Just following Eclipse over to Sopez and just sees it and goes, "Huh. I don't know why I didn't realize Binks was a void creature."
It makes a lot
Zil-
more sense
Actually,
now.
Zil, roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
It
I
makes-
just figured I was gonna put 2 and 2 together because of the way they're acting. But
No,
yeah.
like you could assume it, but
Is there something else?
Damn,
there's
I
a
only
lot
got a
of-
16, but yeah.
Wait, let me give Zil advantage since I'm right there.
okay.
Okay. 23.
That's better.
Yeah.
So, Zil, you think at first glance you're like, oh yeah, I guess Binks is a void creature, and then at second glance you're just like, no.
What the fuck is Binks?
What the fuck is Binks?
The fuck?
She's
What
just
the
kind of
fuck is
looking at
Binks?
him, and she just like turns her head, and she's like, "Binks isn't a void creature." Huh? What are you?
I mean, I know he can talk and he's like fully sentient, but what the fuck is Binks? Binks?
Binks stopped wrestling and kind of like holds the pup back with his tail for a second and just stares at Soaps.
I am sorry. I haven't asked this before. I'm sorry. Don't. Well, may I ask?
Like, it seems like Binks thinks for a second. And for the first time in, like, a couple years, you hear Binks speak, and
Can
Binks
you
speaks
say-
aloud, and Binks
Wait,
just
can you say
says,
it again? You cut out.
"Oh, sorry." So Binks is you hear him speak, and this is the first time you've heard him speak in a couple of years. And he stares at you, and he speaks aloud, not in your head like he does normally, and he says, "No," and continues to play with the wolf pup.
Wait a minute. Fuck is Binks?
Right then, Zill's just gonna sit down near Sopez and just watch the wolf pup.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of what Soapez is going to do. He's just going to be really confused now.
Kane just like looks at Soaps and is just like, "What the fuck?"
I don't know. Listen, I guess I've never asked. I assumed he was just a shadow nymph. I don't know.
Something I have learned in this world is you can never assume.
Yeah, I've come to terms with that a lot more recently. What the fuck is Binks?
Also, I like how Soaps has not questioned where Zill got this like wolf pup, and it's like, this is a weird, shadowy, goopy wolf pup. I'm not gonna question it.
I mean, yeah, fair enough, but assuming how it reacted and how Zill seemed to react, he'd at least know that it's quote-unquote from Zill.
Yeah.
Also, does Soaps like stop paying attention to them for a couple seconds?
I mean, probably for a few seconds, yeah.
You glance away for a few seconds and immediately feel pain on both your ankles.
What? I
You
look
look-
down?
The wolf pup has taught Binks to be an ankle biter.
Oh
Love
no.
that. Absolutely love that.
Sobez is just gonna rub his face. He's just what the fuck? What are you? I love you, but please, I don't know what you are.
Oh, you're gonna hate me when you find out.
What do you mean? You can't say that.
Anyway, who's next?
I wanted to ask, can Creed really do anything? Because he's just like, is there anything in the tavern to investigate? Because he's kind of just like sitting and coloring in the corner.
I mean, after a bit, other than Arcane, she kind of like goes off on her own into another corner. I mean, there are some rats like on another table that seem to be playing like a card game of some sort.
I swear to God, if the rats are sentient.
They probably are.
They're
It
playing
is
a
They're
card.
playing
it
cards.
is called Rats Junk Food.
They
I'm
also
gonna
are
cry.
playing cards.
That
I
is
don't think
beside the
non-sentient
point.
rats.
That is you listen. You can train rats to do
They
anything.
are playing
Listen.
poker.
I would
You
be
can
more
train rats to do
concerned
anything.
if they were non-sentient rats playing poker.
I would be less concerned.
No, because then it's
Um,
who taught the rats poker if they're not sentient? Who taught them poker? I'd be concerned.
Max, are they actual rats or are they rat folk?
They are actual, like, legitimate rats.
Okay.
So they're awakened rats, I would assume.
Have
Yes.
if you guys have seen that meme painting of all the dogs playing poker, that's what I'm imagining both rats.
Yeah.
The dog
Yeah.
playing poker
So-
situation.
That's not a meme. That's an actual painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said the meme of the painting. Because there's a memes that come from the painting.
Anyways,
But yeah, no, like
Um,
they're on a table, and like on this table is a slightly smaller table with chairs and like drinks and shit.
I'm not
Some of
gonna
them are
bother them because I'm scared.
some of
I'm
them
not
are
gonna-
wearing hats.
They're wearing hats. Oh my god.
I love that. But I'm not gonna talk to them because I'm really scared. I'm not
Coward.
gonna talk to Arcane either because I'm really scared.
Actually,
Coward.
have Kree roll. Roll an investigation or perception check.
Oh god, perception. Let me
Yeah.
open my sheet because I still can't use my computer right now.
Yep.
Would I get advantage?
Sure. Why not?
If I get echo for a second, tell me, because my mic might fuck up.
Yeah.
16, goddammit.
Actually, you didn't need very high for this one. Kree would notice that Arcane looks very similar to his friend Eris.
I assumed.
Yeah.
Kree's probably gonna waddle over. Kind of like how he did with Eris. Just kind of like the kid like waddling up to a parent type of thing. Or like trying to make a new friend. Like, it's really funny because like he's breaking tiefling standards at like taller than 8 foot about. So it'd be really weird seeing this tall tiefling just kind of like waddling over like a small child. But he'd kind of like waddle over and kind of like not really sit down, just kind of like stand there awkwardly.
Looks over to him and says, "May I help you? I'm not going to
I'm
continue that because I."
sorry, I wanted
Yeah.
to-
She looks to him and she
You
says, "May." Oh. She just looks at him and says, "May I help you?"
Like he's not sure what to say, so the only thing is he just very questioningly goes, Eris? Kind of like not like calling her Eris, but just being like recognize somewhat. Like he's not sure how to say that he recognizes her a little bit.
And Arcane looks him up and down and just says, "That is my daughter."
And like he'd stand there for a second and like kind of like pull out like the little stone he has to Eris, and he'd be like, and he'd just kind of like point at it and just say Eris's name again. They're besties.
And Arcane, she looks at the stone, but Arcane looks at the stone and just says, "I think it's best you don't tell her that you ran into me."
And like at that, he'd kind of like tilt his head a little bit in confusion, but like also pocket his stone.
And she just says, "It's a long story, but I know I did the right thing, but no one would understand."
He looks even more confused. And like he'd like probably end up sitting down in front of her because I assume she's sitting at a like little booth table. And
Yeah.
he'd kind of like he'd just sit there and like seem confused and kind of like how like if he could know.
And she shakes her head. She says, "It is a very long story." I wouldn't want to keep you up past your bedtime. If you have one.
He does. He
He
does
does.
very much have a bedtime.
Because he
Wait,
he
he
like-
doesn't sleep.
Doesn't mean he
still
doesn't
has
have a bedtime.
Fair. Fair.
but
That's fair.
he kind of
I would
Look
expect
at
it to be
her.
more like a bedtime for everybody.
he would kind of like look at her and then kind of like as if realizing he has bedtime. Would kind of like look to see if there was a clock around.
There is, so in the corner of this, not really in the corner, but on the wall, actually like right above the rats, there is this, actually there is a rat-themed clock that seems to even be ran by rats. Like, very quietly, Kree can hear like a work whistle go off. What can be assumed some rats were able to go on break, and the clock seems to stutter for a second as the other rats kind of file in.
Max, I
this
love
clock.
it here. This is the best
just
you've
saying,
This
I'm-
is the best story building you've ever done. Just saying. This is
I
10
feel
out
like
of 10.
Just rats.
If Oric were a lion, he'd
What
be
do you mean?
he'd be chasing down the rats.
And guess what? We're in the town of Riz. Hell yeah.
Man, this place really is Riz. I'm so sorry.
It is the charisma. This is
everyone.
true.
But what is the time, Max?
It seems to be a little past 8.
Oh God, what's Kree's bedtime?
What was
It would probably be like. I was gonna say it would probably be like 9 or 10, because he doesn't actually sleep, so it's just like make sure you're in room by time.
No, but again, though, I think for a character that doesn't sleep and is more like a child, would it make sense to have like bedtime for the adults to actually sleep? Like, don't make this much noise around this time type of deal.
Well, the two
Okay, but
adults watching him
also
also
Kree
don't
is-
sleep. So
Yeah.
Bedtime.
Kree
Doesn't
it's
matter,
so
he still
he's
has
not
a
running
bedtime.
around.
It's so he doesn't get kidnapped.
Yeah, not that anyone could, but yeah,
We don't need Kree traumatized.
exactly.
He already is.
I want Kree traumatized.
It's more of so he doesn't
He
just like
already
disappear
is.
because he can get lost easily. So it's like at nighttime, it's just like so he doesn't get lost, and so he doesn't spook the locals when he's awake at 2 a.m. in the middle of the like town. This 8-foot tall tiefling, like it's for
slightly
the mental
glows.
safe. Yeah,
That
who
would be
slightly
horrifying
glows.
to be at night. I'm not gonna
Exactly.
lie.
It's for the mental stability of everyone else.
For like a regular ass commoner, seeing would be horrifying.
Yeah,
No offense, Eli.
no one in this family needs sleep.
But anyways, considering it's not too late for Kree, because I would say probably 9 o'clock is when his father would like be like, "Hey, bedtime story." He'd probably end up kind of like getting distracted from the clock and kind of like semi-walking towards it out of curiosity. Might accidentally bump into
And-
the rat table.
It. So this clock, it's fairly big, and like it is fairly big. You can like there is some glass panels, so you can see the rats working inside. Like I would say this clock is probably about like it's probably 5 by 5 or 5 by 4, and you can like it has little pendulums that are hanging out from under it.
Hickory dickory dock. The mouse went up the clock.
Stop it.
I'm sorry.
The mouse
Sorry.
can go off the clock. The mouse is
But,
the clock.
I can
Would
replace
I
the rats.
have accidentally bumped into the table to look at this
No,
clock.
he wouldn't have. He would not have.
Mm.
Even if
Okay.
he did, it didn't disturb them very much. Like, cause the table is very well secured.
Okay, well, Kree would probably spend some time staring at that before just, like, not really knowing what else to do, so he'd kind of, like, stand there really awkwardly. Like, he'd move away from the rats so he wouldn't disturb their game or anything, like, freak them out, because he's standing there. That's the one thing Terrace taught him. But, he'd kind of be standing there not, like, uncertain what to do. And that's probably it.
Okay. Would anyone else like to do anything?
Yes.
Yes.
Unless anyone else would like to go. I'm thinking that's just yeah.
We can.
So
Me and Mist can go after you.
okay.
Yeah.
Zenith and Auric are going to go and get some of that fungus.
The fungus.
Yeah, Auric wants to make a little terrarium.
Okay. So there are a couple islands where you can take the fungus, but and those islands are like the highest ones because they're low-key overflowing with fungus. But there are bridges to lead up to each island.
Okay. Well, they're going to go up there, and is there like anywhere where they pay for it, or do they just take it?
So most of the islands that are like the highest island, like there are multiple signs. There's just like, please take this. Take.
Please take our fungus.
Like, please take this, because it seems like it's gotten so problematic that the island is very, like, it is so high up, no one can stay there for very long.
Alright. Orc is going to gather 20 vials worth.
Okay. And as you like gather it, it seems like the island kind of like lowers a little bit.
Just fungus edible. I want to fly. Hang on a minute. I'm sorry. I'm not muted.
Max. Now listen, this is going to be a really weird thing. How theoretically, how much of this would Auric need to put on his shoes so that he could float down slowly?
Well, considering that the vials are literally trying to fly away from you, you don't need very much to slow fall.
Okay. Yeah, alright. Auric's gonna make some cool plant stuff with this. He's gonna make sure everyone can slow fall.
You just kind of have to make sure it doesn't overgrow, or you will fly away. Or the boots will.
Fair enough. Right, that is gonna be something Auric works on eventually. But other than that, I would like to go to a magic shop.
Okay. Which magic shop would you like to go to?
Well, what do we got, Max?
Well, you have the Flying Goose. You have the Shop of Uncertainty. There is. There's Starseer. And there's a bunch of other shops that I'm not planning on naming.
Starseer.
Yes.
This shop of
Starseer.
uncertainty. That's
Starseer?
hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. As you walk into this shop, it is very clear that this shop is moon and star and night themed.
All right. And you know, Auric's walking in there. A star is druid, so
Mhm.
he's just anything he's instantly interested in. So, yeah.
So, as you walk around, I mean, you see a lot of things. Hold on, fucking, why aren't you loading? Stop doing this to me, bro.
You know, see, I'm certain about going to the Shop of Uncertainty as well. That was a bad joke. Someone
I
please yell at me.
kind of feel like I kind of want to go to the Shop of Uncertainty now. Like an uncertain chance of me blowing up walking into the doorway.
So,
No. Go ahead. Sorry.
sorry. But after a while walking around, you do see the owners, and there are two people behind the counter.
Okay.
One seems to be not really, she looks to be a tiefling, but her horns seem to be more ethereal than like actual horns, and they seem to reflect the night sky.
Oh. Oh. Okay. All right.
And she looks to be a gray tiefling, and the person next to her is a kind of older man. He's very tan. He has like dark chestnut hair, and like in the front of his hair there's a couple streaks of blonde. And he has heterochromic eyes. One is blue and the other is green. And he's wearing a poncho, and on this poncho there seems to be like pieces of the night sky sewn in as patches. And he kind of like, he has a cane that he walks with.
Okay. Not me being a little intimidated.
Why?
Why would you?
I mean, doing character interaction because still my mouth.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. So if they see Auric will give a small wave and say, "Hi." I can't do Auric's voice right now because that actually hurt my my gums.
Bro. Don't hurt yourself.
Hi, I'm Auric.
And the woman speaks up and she says, "Hello and welcome. How may I help you?"
Well, actually, I'm looking for an item to help me with my casting. See, I'm a Circle of Stars druid, and I need to be able to cast my spells stronger.
Okay. No. My mouse died. Fuck.
Oh no.
Give me like 3 seconds.
Okay.
But she nods and she kind of seems to instruct, like, the man in a different language to go fetch something.
I gotta ask Max, what language?
It seems to be very, very, very old Celestial.
Oh, I actually know. I don't know
Like,
very, very, very old Celestial, but I know Celestial.
You almost don't recognize the Celestial from how old it is.
Huh.
Like, you can kind of get that she's telling him to go fetch something just because you understand a few words.
So, or kind of like, you know how a dog curiously like tilts their head? That's what he does. That was interesting. Go ahead.
And she looks to you, Orc, and she says, "Oh, what draws your curiosity, may I ask?"
Just I haven't actually heard anyone speak that language.
Ah, Celestial. Well, it's not very common among mortals.
And Auric says in Celestial, I just happened to speak it, but I didn't think anyone else really knew it. That sounded really old sounding, no offense.
Well, I certainly am that.
Oof.
You
That's
don't
for the
look a
age.
day over 20?
She laughs and she just says that or like she just kind of give me a moment. Sorry. But she just shakes her head and says that there are no needs for that. She just says there are no need for compliments here.
So, what's this shop all about? I noticed the, star theme, but what really brought it to fruition?
Well, it's an old story. It's a story of how my husband and I met.
Oh?
It's a long story, and I wouldn't want to waste your time.
Oh, we're in town a couple days. I wouldn't mind, but whatever, what's the saying? Is it whatever floats your boat?
Yes, I believe that is the saying.
Good, because the player needed that. Thank you. God.
Give me a moment.
You're good. I'm just because I also know that Oric was wanting to buy tarot cards.
Yeah.
So he is looking for any astrologically themed tarot cards.
You would certainly find them.
He
But
would purchase them.
as she begins, she looks at you and says, "Well, to put it simply, my name is Chrysos, and I need you to roll a religion check."
What's my religion?
Max, while he's doing that, could you answer my DM real quick?
Yes, I'm looking at your DM.
Thank you.
Religion. Oh god, I'm so glad I took proficiency in religion. Oh, 21.
No, Soap. The answer to your question is no.
No, like there's no ways at all, except for
There isn't.
the.
There's not no ways at all. It's going to be extremely hard now, considering the only person who seemed to be successful teaching you spells is dead.
I mean, Oric taught me Mage
Oric did teach
Hand.
him.
Oric did teach him spell, so I mean, bother
Alright.
Oric, but
All right, fair enough. I wasn't sure if there's any other way. Go ahead.
There's Bluma, if you're willing to accept explosives.
Listen, he burnt down the barn 3 times because of explosives.
I don't think explosive spells are Soapez's strong suit.
Last time he had an explosive spell, he burnt down a barn.
He's
Twice.
not fireball now.
Okay, then he should definitely learn from Bluma.
Definitely.
But
Anyway, you guys continue.
you got a 21. You recognize this name just for the simple fact of you have the book you got from quote unquote Eris.
Wait. The Stormortar one from the beginning of the campaign.
No, not the Stormortar one. The book about forgotten gods.
Oh, wait.
You recognize this name, like Chrysos. Chrysos was the god that went missing. She was the minor god of what is known as the Golden Moon.
Oh.
The smallest moon of Atuan. Which is Lehast.
Oh.
Oric sweats. I'm
Oh, Oric's not sweating. Levi's sweating. Oric just kind of smiles, keeps his smile up. He's not gonna bring up anything because obviously, if she left for a reason. So.
She didn't leave. She's still there. She just said her name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's a good point. Hold on, I'm flipping a coin. Because this is Oric's curiosity at this point. Oh frick. So Oric says after he shows a face of recognition, he says Chrysos from and he points to he grabs the book from his pouch and pokes it a little bit from this book.
And she smiles and nods. Yes.
Oh. Well, it's great to meet you.
And she bows her head. but she says, the story that is popular among you mortals is that it was the prince in the night, I believe.
Did
Max, you
did
actually
Max
haven't told me
die
that
or?
one.
Bro,
You actually haven't told me that story.
it's in folk tales.
Max. Oh wait,
Don't max me.
Max. I'm dumb. You need to remember this.
Don't max me.
Max, I love you.
Who died?
Platonically.
Who died?
Sylv-
It was
no,
Cameron.
it was Cameron.
It was Cameron.
Hey,
Well,
I'm sorry.
I'm
no.
the person who says, Max, I
Hey,
love you. Max, I love you.
I said platonically.
I did not hear the
Stop
platonically.
fighting. Stop fighting.
See, I love Max, and I'm not gonna say platonically because fuck you guys. I just love Max.
Kirsten,
you
we're
would make
literally
out with
cheating
you.
on.
You would make out with me given the chance.
Hey,
Stop! No, I
that's
can't
because
laugh
you're
or
the love
smile.
of my
It
life. What
hurts.
do you mean? Don't
Hey,
tell my
wait,
boyfriend about
where am
this,
I
though.
supposed to be in
Listen,
this?
no.
Kirsten, you were supposed to make out with me. It's why I'm cheating on Max.
Bro.
Max, I really hope you cut this part because the
I'm
audience
not.
has 0
I'm
context.
not.
No,
I'm not.
please.
Don't
I'm
cut
Leave
not
it
this part.
cutting
in.
this out.
Leave it in.
I am not
my.
cutting this out. It's staying in.
Let them suffer.
Good.
But anyway,
But Oric does recognize the tale, yeah.
she says I never liked how it ended. It implies that he died, which he didn't. He almost did. I kicked his ass for it.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm glad you guys got your so-and-so happy ending, I guess.
Yes, we did.
You obviously don't have to answer, but I have a friend who is a little curious about the old god, Zeus. If you have any information, that would be lovely, but you don't have to answer if that makes you uncomfortable.
Zeus, I never really interacted with him. He was before my time, in a sense.
Oh?
Like, I remember him as a mortal. But I do not remember him as a god.
Okay. That makes more sense. That doesn't make more sense. Sorry, I am a little spacey out. Orc just kind of nods. Okay. Thank you. I'll have to tell him about that. I'll have to tell him about this.
But anyway, you may look for your things. Get your shit.
Yeah, Max, I'm looking for any things still. Don't worry. Just
Okay.
move on.
Okay.
I'm going. I'm sorry.
Now,
We'll come
now
back
I'm
to you. Just DM me what you want to buy and I'll tell you how much gold.
Yeah.
Wait, we are here for a couple of days, right?
Yeah.
And what shop is that?
That is Starseer.
Oh, okay, I'll keep that in mind.
I'll buy Blub later then.
What the fuck?
Blub? I
Sorry,
need Blub, bro.
I thought you was having a stroke or something. I thought you said
Nah,
blub.
I am. I'm also having a stroke too. That is true. Anyway,
Oh.
go do what you guys need to do.
Okay, so is everybody done with everything?
Yeah.
Alright.
So, Nihilus is having Bluma sit on the bed, and he's going to say, okay, first of all, for now, set the bottle down. I want you sober for this.
She is still downing the bottle.
Bluma. Okay, Bluma, tell me what happened. What did you do? What happened? I'm not gonna be angry. I'm not gonna be disappointed. I promise, just tell me. I won't tell anyone here. It's just gonna stay between me and you, and technically Driknoth.
Who?
Drick Noth.
Oh yeah, the green thing.
Yeah. Because technically, he's on Hylas's person. So,
Yeah, sure.
but he's probably asleep.
She puts the bottle down, and her head shaking, and she's like drooling, trying to still drown out the whole thing. So the fact that the booze is not removing the memory, she just looks at it again and is like, "You sure not gonna tell anybody?"
I promise you, I am not gonna tell anyone. I'm promising you this.
I was killed the patron of a god, I think.
Can you say that? Okay, as player, can you say that again?
I think I killed the patron of a god. Oh, almost.
Nihilus
I
just
was.
takes the chair and just sits down. He's like, okay, okay, okay. I'm not getting. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I said I won't get mad. I'm not mad.
He's justifying it to himself at this point. He's like, I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna get mad.
I'm not gonna get mad. Like you're very pissed off right now.
Okay, so did anyone find out?
Hopefully not, because remember that big guy that replaced Astro?
The big guy's area? Yeah, what about him? He seems harmless, kind of, until that one moment.
He seriously ripped the person in half that almost killed his friend, which was me.
Oh.
I you know the bag of drugs that
Don't
that tied into
don't tell me.
Grizzly?
You didn't.
I it was only a small handful. I mean, look at my hands, I'm small.
Luma. Okay, so
Yeah.
tell me, what did you learn? What did you learn from this?
I shouldn't hurt that one friend I made, but everybody else is fine to fuck with.
And maybe you don't drug people.
It was a small amount.
Okay, so listen, I don't know what the fuck type of shit that cruelty man puts in his drugs, but obviously I feel like it might have been affected traveling to where you were. So,
The thing is, I think it was also the booze because I tried to make the person drunk right before it.
Luma.
It was a combination of alcohol and just my handful of drugs. But they had a seizure.
So, Bluma. So, and it was horrifying to watch, wasn't it?
I didn't be that hard. I mean, I took a larger amount despite my size, and I was fine.
Tell me, what did it make you feel? Seeing that person be like that, what did it make you feel?
She kind of turns her body away to drown inside the bottle again.
Bluma, the bottle down.
No.
If I'm going to stop drinking, he forgets my problems. You are not drinking this problem away. You're just gonna be like me, drinking it away, and it's gonna haunt you for the rest of your life if you don't deal with it now. Because trust me, my problems have been chasing me for 10 fucking years and it's still not gone. Because I've been running from it. It's gonna do the It's gonna do the same thing too.
It's fine now, I think.
That's what you're saying now. Then it's gonna creep back. So do yourself a favor and let's work it out instead of drinking it away.
She puts the bottle to the down. Okay.
Now, I'm not gonna tell anyone. No one's gonna find out about this. What else happened over there?
I mean, the only thing that really got me was the friend I made there. They started to talk to me while nobody else was, and despite how I was, they felt nicer than everybody here.
Now, Bluma, I'm going to be honest with you. And he just sits by her. You are, and I'm saying this because I think you need to hear it. You are kind of hard to deal with, and the party, some of them I can tell don't like you due to you've been acting, and I get you. I understand how you work, and I feel like it's been a back and forth thing, and I feel like I'm not asking you to be the best friends in the world and shit. I'm just wanting you to try to not have one more enemy to look out for. Because I feel like eventually someone's going to be at their limit on you. And these people, we've seen them fight, and some of them don't fuck around, Bluma. Some of them really don't. I'm just asking to be on a semi-good terms, not like friends, just like at least acquaintances with some of them. I'm not asking you to fix everything in a day, just I hope you learned something over there.
I mean, it was all. You could say I learned something, but the thing was, I only was able to talk maybe to one of them, and they were fun to be with. They, they were nice. They were better than everybody here. Like I don't want to say.
It's just, I
Man,
think, first impressions wasn't that good. But
even my
maybe
first impressions wasn't that great. I've been here for, I've been with you guys for a while. I felt like you're fun. You deal with me the most, and thank you. The others, uh, we barely talk, do anything. Hell, despite how I am right now, I don't feel the exact same way how I feel to any of them right now. It's not gonna change much.
I'm just wanting to. I just think you might need to calm down at least a little bit around people here. because I think I'm not trying to force you to change. I don't know how to word this, Boomer. I'm going to be honest with you. And out character, this is me, the player, trying to find words, and I'm just, yeah.
Sure.
I just think you need to try to be more aware of what you're doing, because I think some people here it has affected them.
And help me at least understand something.
Okay, so
I don't have to talk to many of these people. I don't have to express myself normally. All I know is just the only way to numb myself to actually feel something just to be this outlandish little ball chaotic mess. I mean, hey, how would you feel if you don't know anything, anyone don't know anything what's going on, but other than what you read or experience, and yet when something does come up that you somehow know and don't remember, how would you feel? How do you feel if your family just you thinking you have a family, then it's just you can't remember anything?
I kind of deal with that a little bit. This whole Zhao shit and God memory shit, it's just aggravating. Sometimes I feel like my life now has been a lie and I don't know how to take any of it right now. I don't know what I am and what he is. Or if that shit. So, and Bluma, you're stubborn. You're very stubborn, and sometimes that's a nice trait. I'm trying to slowly teach you things. So, maybe for a start, try to do stuff that doesn't involve harming people.
Oh.
I'm not asking, by the way, I'm not asking you to stop. Wait, what did she say? My bad.
How? Like, how am I supposed to do something without having to? I mean, that's all I'm good for. That's all I know.
Okay, now, if we're fighting, I'm not asking you to be a pacifist during fighting. That's just defending yourself. But maybe, don't try to blow up as much shit. Now, I'm not asking you to stop with the explosives. But maybe try to find different alternatives.
Alright, I was try.
I'm just asking you to try. And also, note, you're not really on good terms with a few people in the party. So I suggest you try to take it slow and be mindful that I feel like you're testing some of their limits on you.
I mean, I did tell you before that when I when I was studying over there, I was trying to do that. I think I think I'm doing it right. Trying to avoid the situation.
I just think, and also during this, I think you might need to give Zill some space. I can't really read her well, but I think she might be dead set on getting back to the person that killed her. And Nihilus thinks lover, friend. I don't know what her relationship was with Idris, but it was obviously something.
I think it was more like a father figure.
I honestly don't know. I really don't know. I can't read her. I don't know.
She looks at directly up at Nihilus and guys, I'll try to do what I can, but my mind is just too bundled in a mess. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know what I should do.
Yeah, ask
But
me.
I have to do for anything.
Just try to ask me questions whenever possible. I'm right here, you know.
Yeah, you are.
Anyways, you feeling better at least?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what I should be doing with my right now. I want to find some place or do something that I think feels like me. I
Maybe we'll find that. Maybe.
and can I show you something?
Sure. Also, our character, I'm sorry this is taking so long. I just realized we're taking up a bit.
No.
Nope, you're good.
Alright.
Can she takes out a specialized box that she was given by this this said this is meant for me to talk to that person that I drugged. They nobody knows it was me, and I don't want them to know.
As
I
long as you learned that was not good, I think you're learning slowly. And I'm actually happy you made a friend, at least. And I'm glad that you're able to keep in contact with them.
Tia starts dripping on like the kind of journal. Uh, as she smiles. Yeah, an actual friend that was really caring for me. And she looks at Nihilus and the tears are streaming up more.
It's a step in a direction, and I'm sure you'll get there. It's a new friend, and that's all that matters.
This book is meant for me to talk to them while I'm not there. Can you? She hands it over to him.
You want me to hold on to it?
Nah, just keep it somewhere where we both have access. So I'll be using it in moments where I need some guidance. The person helped me really ask a few things.
I'll make sure no one's.
And
Don't worry.
okay. Hey, thanks for the moment. I
We,
understand how
we all
I
need
am.
we all need a moment to talk at least. It helps.
I at least need to my mind straight. The talk was too much of a mess
Now
to begin with.
about alcohol. I'm not asking you to stop. I'm asking you to slightly cut back on it and maybe not drink fucking dragon's breath. And he just references to the bottle. You nearly died the first time you tried that shit. Holy fuck, Bloom.
You now this will feel how it's basically empty already.
Holy shit.
Mm. I will. I will still be here doing what I can, but uh, I need something to work with. I need you to help me stay in line more. I I don't know.
Have
Well,
you ever tried pottery
I
or something
do.
like
I'm sorry if I'm sounding like I'm going back and forth. I cannot make heads or tails of much of my own head.
maybe you can ask Gorik with, and he can probably help you with some arts and crafts or whatever, something like that. Try something new. Try working on something new. Maybe that would help. Like, I don't know, painting, drawing.
Do you know somebody who could help in with my head, at least?
Max,
'Cause
does Nihilus know someone that can help with that?
With memories?
it
Or
was really like more of like a psychological, trying to piece together her own psyche and a bit of memories type of deal.
so
I don't know if Astral can help, but actually, given his past, he's dealt a lot with
yeah,
breaking people's minds. So
Astral could
he might be
definitely
able
would
to help.
he would definitely be able to know how to help.
Just everybody ignore the comment where I said Astral is used to breaking people's minds. Ignore that.
I mean,
I mean, yeah, he's broken them. I'm sure he knows how to put it back together.
Barely.
reverse engineer.
Yeah, don't worry. We're not going to question that at all.
We're not going to question that.
Maybe during Astral's arc we'll come back to that, but for now, don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're
we'll come back to that. Like, not forgetting, putting a pin in that for later.
Yeah, we're gonna put a pin in that. Anyways, besides Astro, would Nihilus know anyone?
A therapist, but that's not really magic.
I
You
think
really need to fucking therapist, especially on a few things that presented right now.
I think Bluma needs a special kind of therapist. I'm gonna be honest with you, Max.
Fair enough.
She needs a therapist that has infinite patience.
That's about Nihilus needs. I'm gonna be honest. Anyways, now it's like, I think Astral might help Auna. Tell you what, we're gonna be here for 2 days. I'm going to ask him if he can help you with that. Alright?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go do that right now. Do you need anything?
I'm just. Max, what time is it like in game?
In game, it's probably like 8:30, 9ish
AM or PM?
p.m.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. I will be. I just will stay here. Can you I spent most of my money out in the other place. I actually gave a leaf to that person. I hope they like it and use it.
Do you
But
want
can
me?
you give me a journal?
Oh, what did she ask?
A journal.
A journal?
Yeah, like I just want to write something to actually find a way to piece my thoughts together.
So he wants
And
her. Wait, she
yeah,
wants him to buy a journal, right?
yeah, journal. She's basically
Okay.
like that. I want to like piece my mind together. Why I think my mind is like too fractured to even think clearly on the subject. And then
I think a journal would be good for you. All right, I'll go do that. So Nihilus is
uh,
going. Oh,
no, I was just gonna say, man, it's like what like now is coming uh uh getting the journal and coming back like be very fast, or how long would it take?
so he's probably gonna go try and talk with Astral a little bit too. Max,
Yeah.
you good?
Yeah, sorry. I'm like really tired.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I've been up since like 7,
Oh,
and I've only gotten like 6 hours of sleep. I had to work.
damn.
Yeah. I'm vibing.
Mm.
Mm.
No worries, I know how that feeling goes. I work 12-hour shifts basically.
Yeah.
Anyways, basically Nihilus is just gonna buy a journal, get it to Bluma, then he's gonna go to Astral.
Okay.
So like, how
The
much?
journal will probably like range about like 2 gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, where is?
Astral.
Before sorry.
Go. You good? Go ahead.
No, Bruno was just gonna say like right before he and I just want to get the journal that if he can, she can like kind of sit next to him or something like that, like at least have somebody to be with as she rests.
Yeah,
Like, she
he'll.
does not want to be alone.
Yeah, he'll let her do that. Anyways, she's gonna go to Astral.
All right. Astral. He would be downstairs. He hasn't gone up to his room yet.
The rats are still playing poker.
Damn.
He's studying the new book he got. Max, has the book like done anything at all? It's like,
So after it woke up from its nap and kind of opened. Like
Okay.
Greg allowed him to open the book, said book. So he was able to find any spells that he wanted.
Any spells that he wants.
Any spell, like the shadow magic spells that he wanted.
Okay. I don't know if there's very many shadow magic spells, but I'll find them. If you have a source, let me know. I'll use it.
I'll probably find it later. But
yeah, we'll do it later.
You see a little as you stand in this book, you also see a little number in the corner, and it's the number 4.
Say one more time.
It's you see a little number in the very top corner, and it's in the it's not the page number, because it's the same number on each page, and if you learn a spell, it goes down by 1.
So I can learn a total of 4 spells before I have to feed him again?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like I can only learn 4th level spells. Okay.
No, you can only learn 4 spells. But as you're learning these spells, you see little characters from the book he ate kind of running around the page.
That's actually kind of cute.
Yeah, he's just studying this. Can anybody else see what's happening in this book, or is it just him that can see?
Everyone else can see what's happening in this book.
Okay. So he's just studying this book, and he's sitting at kind of the corner booth just by himself because he doesn't want to be bothered, because this book seems a little sketchy but adorable at the same time. So he's just gonna be looking through it.
Nihilus is going to like walk up to Astro and gently tap on the table.
Astro's just gonna kind of like look up at him and go, "Oh, hello, Nihilus. Can I help you with something?"
Actually, yes. And he kind of sits down and he pulls down his mask a bit, which is, rare. He's like, okay, so I know.
I don't mean to interrupt, but if you hear someone screaming, please ignore it. I'm doing something kind of stupid.
Max, what are you doing?
What do you
I
Yeah, I
may
feel-
fall.
I feel like
Bro.
this isn't something we should just say we should ignore.
Myself, my computer, or my mouse may fall.
Eli,
I have successfully done the thing.
you have to chain him down at some point because he's gonna hurt himself.
I hurt everything.
And
I'm gonna need hip surgery by the time I'm 26.
As someone
Anyway.
who has known Max for years, chaining him down does not keep him down. He teleports out of them, and I don't know how.
I've
blink and
tried
he's
before,
gone.
man.
Trust me,
but
I
anyway,
tried.
okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Nihilus, I know how Bluma acts and all, and I get it. She's much, but I want to ask a favor, and I'm also willing to pay for it. Her memories is, she lost them whenever she left the Feywild, and ever since she got back from Dova, she's been on edge, and I'm asking for your help with that. And she's genuinely slowly making progress to be, and he's trying to find the words for it, to be a somewhat better person than she is.
So you're asking me to help the person that has treated me with nothing but prejudice and racism since I've known her?
Which is why I mentioned I'm willing to pay for it. Or I owe you a favor, because honestly, you're the only person that I think can help. You don't have to do it, obviously. I'm just asking for help.
And I'm guessing she couldn't ask me herself.
I brought up the idea, and she needed time for her time alone for a little bit.
Very well.
So this was my idea.
I will help you, but you will owe me one favor. You cannot ask what it is, and I can cash in at any moment.
Deal.
Very well.
Out of character.
Out of character, you just took an omen dice.
Out of character, you just made a Fey pact.
Out. I want you to burn down that orphanage. No questions asked. Go do it.
He already has a pact with Bluma because she is a Fae.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. So the Astro's going to say, so you want me to help her bring back her memories?
If possible, probably not all at once, because I feel like that's going to.
Okay. So I have a request.
It would be shorter.
You cannot ask why. This is not the favor, but you cannot ask why. Okay?
Okay. All right.
I happen to know quite a bit on how to destroy and recover these types of things. So I will help you. When does she want to start?
I don't think tonight would be better. She hasn't
Well,
told me.
after she drank that much, I don't think anybody would want me messing around in their head. It's especially not fun when you're not coherent.
So, I'm going to tell her that we're gonna do it tomorrow.
Very well. I'm going to warn you, my methods can be quite extreme. Just throwing that out there.
Then again, I have dealt with Bluma and other things, but then again, you might surprise me. So,
Oh, you've dealt with Bluma's physical violence. This is emotional and mental abuse and violence. This is going to be a lot worse than anything Bluma could ever do. Of course, I'm going to ask her consent. I would never do that to somebody who didn't want it to be done. But it is going to hurt.
All right.
Very well. Is that all you needed?
Yes, and I also am sorry if I bothered you. I'm
It's
just
quite all right. I'm just talking with Greg here.
all right. I'm just trying to help her.
Nihilus, as Astral says this, like as he says, I'm just talking with Greg here. You hear in like the back of your mind, almost like a whisper right next to your ear, you hear a very long, drawn out hi. Ignore the breath I took at the beginning. I just needed it because I can't speak right now.
Oh my goodness.
He's like, this is not the first time something like this happened, but okay.
Oh, did you say I or hi?
Hi.
Oh, I thought you said I thought you were gonna keep talking. I don't know. You said hi.
No, he said hi.
Oh, okay. And basically, he's gonna say, well, Nihilus, if that's all you needed, I will wish you a good night. I have a lot of studying to catch up on.
All right.
And I wanted to ask, is there anything that you or Bluma are going to need? Because I have quite a bit of spare gold that I don't necessarily need to use.
I think she might need something. Our character, it's basically something that Astro bought to increase his intelligence.
Okay. I don't know if that guy has another one of those. He didn't ask. Because like from what I saw, there was only one in the store. She can certainly try another store, but
I mean, you didn't really see where he grabbed it.
Oh, I thought I did. Okay, never mind.
No, you didn't.
Sugar Daddy Astral. God damn it.
It seems like he reached into a bin of things. To be fair.
Oh, okay. And basically, Astral, he how much gold does Nihilus have right now?
Let me check. Let's see, 1,006.
Should be enough. Astral says, well, there was this place called the, what was it? The something goose?
The Flying Goose.
The Flying Goose. There was this place called the Flying Goose, on the, I'm gonna say the west side of town, just because I can't fucking remember where it was. On the west side of, on the west side of town, there's this place called the Flying Goose. That's where I got this amulet, and it helps broaden one's mental horizons. It could definitely help.
All right.
Awesome. Go ahead.
Also, thank you for at least agreeing to help. It's just been a lot.
I'm a very forgiving person, Nihilus, but I do not forget things so easily.
No one ever does.
Have a good night.
You as well. Good luck with your studies. And he just pulls up his mask and just goes to his room. And he's gonna tell Bluma that Astral is gonna help her tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Did everybody get to do what they wanted to do?
Yeah. Did they?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, Lopez is currently just contemplating what the fuck is Banks.
Wait, didn't Sopez want to get more blood vials?
I can get them out of session. It doesn't matter much. There's never really any roleplay with just the blood vials.
I'm contemplating if I want to ask something, but then again, I've kind of already took up a lot of time, so.
Ask it, bitch.
Okay.
This is the best time to ask. I have 10 minutes before I take my meds.
Take him
Alright.
10 minutes before
Yeah, I like
session ends.
asking
Do
stuff
it, coward.
when Mix takes his meds, so.
There's my question.
Let's go. If no one else wants to do anything,
I don't think so.
this is your time to speak up. Or be
I-
forever
I-
silenced.
I
No,
asked.
I'm good.
Kirsten, did you want to do anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay, just making sure.
Eli, you're typing?
I would have said so.
Okay.
There's nothing really Zoe can do for now until we like get on the move. So it's like she doesn't have
Yeah,
to
there's
prep
nothing-
anything. So
There's nothing I can think of anyway. I'll come to
Yeah.
regret it later. But that's later
Cameron, go.
problems.
This is your cue.
So,
Kree is just watching.
Sopez, you're just minding your own business, right?
I mean,
No.
yeah. He just,
No, I know
Huh?
what's gonna happen.
I mean, what?
You
I
feel
think-
you feel two hands on your shoulders, and you hear, "Hello there,
I
Sopez."
swear to God, if this is misery, I swear to God.
It
Yeah,
is.
we're ending session right there. Oh my god.
Sopez isn't even going to, like, he's not going to turn around. He's going to let out just an audible sigh as he recognizes this fucking voice.
I'm gonna describe Misery for the audience. Misery is a 6'1" purple tiefling with horns that kind of zigzag back a bit. He has silver earrings that goes down to his shoulders, and he has pointed ears. That's practically it. He also has whitish hair.
He also
smiles.
has a consistent shit-eating grin on his face.
Exactly.
Yeah, that too.
That's just his personality.
He's like, it's been a while. I'm surprised you didn't expect me being here due to Arcane being here.
Yeah, I had to pull him out of some bullshit because he was being stupid earlier.
You should have just left him.
If I have to do it again, I'm stepping on you.
Oh,
I
please.
will crush every bone in your body.
Arcane,
I'm
don't,
Prefer-
positive
Preferably.
he's into that. I'm positive he's into that, Arcane.
Arcane, don't make me say it.
You're married.
And
Stop! I can only get so erect. Oh my god.
he knew what he was getting into, fully aware. I still have to find him. I'm sure he's fine. Perfectly fine.
You lot. I mean, how did you? I'm not even gonna ask.
Anyways, I see you're traveling with the new band of people. How's that coming along?
I mean, it's been a ride. It's been a little rough. It's
Then my-
definitely been a rough start.
Isn't-
And
Oh,
as you finish that sentence, you feel the jar shake.
Oh no.
You feel the
Uh-oh.
jar shake, because at some point the lid was put on it. What's
I
free?
guess.
Stay in the
I'll
shit.
grab the jar and I guess I'll open it. I'll let the jar baby out.
And the second he is out, Misery, you motherfucker!
Oh.
Oh, time to go.
I see you're in the cum jar, so you know.
So you visit her regularly, but not me.
I couldn't find you, you whore.
And you couldn't find me. I've literally been attached to his ass for like 10 years.
Really?
give or take.
No, out of character,
No.
he bought him
He
No.
did disappear.
from a shop
He did.
Yeah.
Okay.
because he was with Specs and Viola,
Mhm.
remember? And they just really
Yeah,
wanted to get
yeah.
rid of him.
Yeah.
So
I know.
guess it is a technically he's been attached to Sophez, if you want to call it a technically.
Sure. Oh, that's
Well,
fair,
I'm
because it was
sorry.
Specs, so...
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry.
There's
for-
also something that you guys are just like, I haven't gotten the chance to explain.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
It's always Sophez.
Anyways.
Wait a minute.
And so Cruelty just kind of like pats him and just like, you. Let's just say Avum isn't the only reason nothing really fucks with you. Anyway,
Aw.
So-
how sweet. Anyways, I'm sorry that I have a job.
I have a job.
Astra's
God.
like, can you please quiet down? Or go somewhere else,
No.
please.
Go to your room.
Fucking fine. God damn it.
Bitch.
Astra just...
At least I didn't.
At least I'm not the one stuck in a fucking jaw.
Exactly my point. Thank you, random person.
You're welcome, mysterious tiefling-looking motherfucker. And
Don't
then,
agree
like,
with him.
Do not get involved with this tiefling.
Anyways, what got you into cum jar, man?
Cub jar.
Well, that is certainly a story, isn't it? I'm dying.
Oh,
Hang on. This was never explained.
how character.
I mean, it's not really that important. As long as like Mercy doesn't die, I'll be fine.
Huh.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. I feel like this might be an issue in the future, Cruelty.
Listen, Sopez, it is going to be a issue in the future. Knowing this dimension, it is.
Fair
It's
enough. That is besides the
foreshadow-
point.
I'm not a writer. I don't know shit. Anyway. Also, Sopez, how's the pipsqueak doing?
Pipsqueak. You mean Kree?
No,
That-
I don't know what the fuck that is. No, you didn't.
Which Pipsqueak? This is also me out of character.
He's talking about Eden.
Eden, that Pipsqueak.
The
I
only
don't remember what the fuck Eden's been up to. Anyway, back in character. I mean, he's been okay. There's been a few issues.
Isn't Eden the name of that one dude who keeps calling you freaking out about his wife?
Yes, that one. That Eden.
Hmm.
Out of character and probably daughter too.
Definitely.
Probably.
Like, Cruelty's just like, apparently his wife's in a coma or something, and it's like really bad because she's really important. Who's his wife again?
Elise.
Wait, like, Elise? Like,
Yeah, they got married.
who, Fire? Elise?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that Elise.
Surprising, right? It's crazy. It's funny. I've been to the wedding.
That
Hey,
explains why I'm dying. Anyway,
What?
Hang on. We are not moving past this. What do you mean that's wrong?
well, you know, Watuan, it's all about balance. And when balance gets thrown off, it affects all of us big time.
Wait, them getting married,
No, her being in a
No.
coma.
her being in a coma, okay.
I should
I
pay.
mean, I guess that makes sense.
I should probably pay him a visit. Get him a gift or something.
He could use the company.
I barely was able to go to the wedding due to she dragged me there. Vespera and Lume. Oh, that was
Excuse me.
fun. Oh, I may or may have caused more tension there. It
You
was
always call attention.
That's usually what you do best.
It's my job, baby. Not really. Actually, speaking of, I should probably go kill a fucker in this town.
Don't cause too much trouble.
Listen.
And that is where we're ending session.